Welcome to one more episode of Tuesday Technical Talk. Today's topic is flag pattern. Now this is one more pattern in the series of patterns which we are doing since last few weeks. I hope you are enjoying this. Now this is a very short term, very powerful, very money making kind of a pattern if you get it right. Okay, so let's understand what the pattern is all about. It's like a flag. So whenever it's specific to stocks and it's specific to daily and intraday charts. So when there is a news coming up in the market, immediately there is like a perpendicular move in the market. In that particular stock, and then it goes sideways for some time, which makes the flag, and then it again makes a pole. So this is what we know about flag pattern is it's a perpendicular move in the price, can appear in uptrends and downtrends both, and appears on daily and intraday charts only. As I said, it cannot be on weeks or months, and also on the higher time frame, right? So let's look at some buy examples of flag pattern. The first buy example, let's look at this. It goes like a perpendicular move, then goes into a flag mode. This is the flag, and then goes again up in the perpendicular manner. That's called pole, flag, pole. Pole, flag, pole. And the most important part about this pattern is that high volume on the pole, low volume on the flag, and again high volume on the pole. So pole, flag, pole. Where is your entry after the rectangle breaks out, right? After the consolidation. That can be a squeeze on the Bollinger Band, that could be a 40-60 on RSI, and then breakout on the top, right? So let's look at one more example. There's a pole, flag, and pole. Now here the second pole is not as perpendicular as you would like to, but still not a bad idea or not a bad trade, right? So again, high volume, low volume, high volume. So that confirms that the pattern is correct, right? Look at this one more. Pole, flag, pole. That's the same thing. High volume, low volume, high volume. That's the key in this pattern. So the more you see, you can watch this on a 5-minute chart or a 15-minute chart or an hourly chart, a daily chart. Very rarely I've seen on weekly chart, and of course monthly it's not possible because it's specific to that news. Then the news cannot be elongated for months, right? So that particular event or news or quarterly results or some announcement, whatever it is. Right? Look at this one flag, pole, flag and pole. Now in this case, if you see it's not exactly rectangle, it's like a triangle, and that's where the name comes pennant. So flags and pennant. If it's a rectangle, it's flag. If it's a triangle, it's pennant, right? Pennant and flag. Now one more important thing, I would like to add small nuggets as I always share in my videos, is that the distance or the number of days for the pole and the flag can be 1:2. Like let's say the pole is for 5 days, the flag can go for 10 days. If it goes beyond that, it dilutes the whole pattern. So I would stick to the pole as 5 days, flag as 10 days. Pole as 3 days, then flag as 6 days. If it can go 1 day plus minus, it can be less but cannot be more. Otherwise it loses the power of that pattern. Right? So you can keep going like flag. Now here you can see there are some more days, and then goes into a pole fashion. Now let's look at the sell examples. On the downside, how do we see a flag? Same examples, downward, sideways and down. Now here is what I say, that so many days, it's too many days to hold on. This is just 3 days, so this can be only 6 days, but these are like 30 days, right? So I would not call this as an ideal flag pattern. It's just like a normal support and broke down, right? So this is not a flag. That's down, pole, flag, pole. Now this fits into the criteria of, no, it's not fit into the criteria of volume exactly because there's no high volume here. It's all below average volumes. Then let's look at this one, which looks like pole, flag, pole, and the volume. Look at the U-shaped volume. This is perfectly fitting into the pattern as of now. Pole, flag, pole, volumes are distributed. So these are some of the examples which you learn, which you can see in flag pattern. Very powerful short-term trading pattern, very powerful on intraday and daily and 5-minute and 15-minute, rarely on weekly chart. What are the key points? Pole, perpendicular move, high volume. Then sideways, flag, low volume, and then pole again, high volume. The target is the size of the flag again, like the pole repeated, almost the same, not exactly, but almost the same target. So you have an entry, you have a stop loss, you have a target also. What is the stop loss? If it goes back into the flag area, so there's a false breakout, and that's your stop loss. So it's almost like a system you are trading here, and I hope you're learning a lot from all these examples. Pole, flag, pole, and volume is U-shaped. That's where you capitalize on this one. So it can come in individual stocks, and that's why I don't see more of them in Nifty or Bank Nifty or even in currency, but it's very common in individual stocks because news are stock specific or events are stock specific, right? So let's talk about one more thing, the ABCT. The ABCT anybody can trade is happening very, very soon, and you have to book your tickets before it gets started. We have some great lineup of keynote speakers. You must have seen the video earlier. And if you learn something from this, if you believe in me, if you believe in Malkanju, the USP of Malkanju is simplicity. The USP of Malkanju is mindset. The USP of Malkanju is you can do it, right? So, and that this 3-day event is our favorite. It has been happening since last 6 years. 70 times we have done it. 45,000 people have attended it. 9.8 rating out of 10 by all the people. And this time it's happening virtual, so you don't need to travel. You can sit at home and attend. The whole family can attend. So make sure you book your ticket at theabct.com, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, good luck and good trading.